The Nine of Pentacles. This is what I call the Beyonce card because it represents being a single, independent woman. Going back to 1909, this card has always been a woman. And that's at a time in Victorian England when decks were mostly male dominant, when men had more power than women. And over the years, this has still represented female strength. And so, the way we get this meaning is that it's a woman who is standing in her own garden. The garden is grapes. Grapes take years to get good, many generations, many seasons that have to pass. So it means that she's worked hard over many years to achieve the status that she's at. On her hand is a hooded bird that represents control over the world around her, but also a harmony that she has with it. It's not a dominance, it's more of a relationship that she's built. And if you look down in the left-hand corner, you're going to see this snail. A lot of modern decks, when they remake tarot cards, will leave this snail out, but it's one of my favorite little animals in the tarot because it reminds us that sometimes progress is slow, but it is meaningful nonetheless. The things that this character has built cannot be easily undone. Even if it's been built slowly, it is significant. Whether that is a character's reputation, an estate or a net worth, or a skill set, these are things that will be hard to take away because the character knows how to build them and has authentically done it with integrity. Let's come back to our Beyonce reference. We know it's not always easy being independent, right? That's why the secondary meaning of this card is loneliness. Sometimes this character feels too isolated in her garden. If we go back and historically think about life in Victorian England, a woman who had her own estate, had her own money, had control, and was presumably in her 30s, she doesn't look like a super young woman, she would be considered an old maid, if not a witch. And so she'd be undesirable, unmarriageable, unvalued in society. And that's why it's a reminder that sometimes we need to get out of that garden. Sometimes if we've built up our estate, our net worth, our reputation, we also have to get out and meet people and try things and not keep prioritizing that accumulation. When we've worked hard to build something that we love, it is important to celebrate and appreciate what we have, but we can't stay in that space forever. We still need to venture out beyond that, try new things, meet new people, open up to new opportunities and experiences. So keep that in mind whenever this card comes up.